Hey everyone, welcome back to Nico Brothers. Today I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, Copart yard, checking out some of the most expensive vehicles they have in this yard. It's actually an abandoned factory that they transformed into a yard. It's kind of nostalgic to me because before, maybe like 8 years ago, it was one of the first yards I visited and was convinced to leave my day job and start the Copart lifestyle. We're buying, flipping cars. My brother was doing it for a while and he pulled me into it. So let's go ahead and check out a few vehicles that are potential builds for us and see what they have. First on our list is this 2008 Audi R8 supercar. This vehicle basically put Audi onto the supercar level for sure. Aluminum chassis, man, so much power, slick design. This thing is beautiful. Big old doors, and check out this damage right here. So definitely got rear-ended pretty good. Oh man, still a beautiful car for sure. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's see if we could pop open that. Nope, not opening up. V8 right there. So we need a quarter panel replaced for sure. That probably pops off, and you could actually see bolts right there. So this will probably bolt off as well. A little bit of suspension damage going on. Man, current bid is at $22,000 right now, and this is worth around 45 grand. Even being an 08, they still definitely kept their value. So we're still pretty good, less than 50%, I would say, right there at 50%. Parts will probably be a little hard to get, but that's okay. Interior looks amazing. Nice and clean. Pretty simple, I would say, nothing too fancy, just blacked out seats kind of thing, but didn't look like any airbags deployed. So that's nice, especially for that dash. That would be a pain in the butt to do. What makes this Audi so special, it is a manual. So it's got that gated bolt action shifter, which is pretty cool. It's not that R-tronic automatic shifter. It does have the third pedal, which is kind of stuck to the floor right now, which is kind of weird. I don't feel any pressure, but that's probably because my wheel is sideways and I lost all my fluid, but that definitely is a plus, having a manual, a true manual Audi R8 versus the automatic one. The value goes up, it's a lot more rare to find and everything like that. Super sweet. I mean, daily driven supercar. Comfortable, sleek, very nice. It is actually playing really soon, so hopefully by the time this video is posted, we'll see what it goes for. Maybe we'll pick it up. Honestly, not bad at all. Nice little mirror because that one popped off, but there she is. Nice. Pretty sweet. Unfortunately, there's no power to it. Maybe we'll be able to pop the hood, the trunk, see what's going on. Yeah. Unfortunately, it does feel kind of stuck. Oh, there we go. Nice. It's hard to tell what really got damaged before we take it all apart, but man, sick. I mean, yeah, definitely a great find. Like I said, being a manual, a true manual, the price goes up at least $10,000 to $15,000 because that is definitely a lot more desirable. Especially being salvaged, could be more picky. So definitely try to get the top of the line for sure. These are going closer to 70K clean title, so probably maybe sell it for 50K fixed salvage title. It is an engine starter, so that is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, it's dead right now. But man, look at those huge rotors. Nice. Oh yeah, beautiful. Right now, like I said, it is $22,000, which is a great deal. And who knows, guys? Who knows? We might be starting an Audi build. That'll definitely be fun to drive around. I always wanted an R8. Kind of a bucket list kind of thing. A little bit more damage right there in the front as well. And silver is hard to match, unfortunately. All-wheel drive Audi. Never had much luck reselling Audis for some reason, but still, super cool car to have. This ain't your everyday Audi. The gaps do look pretty good, so it doesn't seem like it pushed over the trunk too much. Luckily, it kind of just damaged the quarter panel, but didn't get into the glass, and that closed really nicely. Obviously a little scuffs right there and there. So the back bumper and that back little piece, but not crazy. Just a quarter panel, bolt on, bolt off, suspension, taillight bumper. Probably some more internal stuff going on there too, but because I was out taking it apart, it's hard to tell. But man, this is pretty nice. All right guys, moving right along. So we're going from the R8 to another pretty cool car, I would say. Not as fancy, but more realistic. It's a Kia Stinger GT 2019. This thing's got a 3.3 V6 EcoBoost. I mean, twin turbo V6 with Brembo brakes. That's crazy. Oh yeah, GDI turbo. I don't know if I could see them. But this is, I guess, Kia's version of a sports car for sure. I mean, look at those Brembo brakes. That's crazy on a Kia. That comes stock that way. A little carbon fiber trim here and there. It looks pretty slick. Not something you see every day. 4-door. Automatic. That's okay. The screen is all busted up. ST. GT, that's what I meant to say. Sorry guys, GT. They retail closer to 15 grand, and this one is sitting currently at a whopping $2,000 starting bid. So obviously got some front end damage, destroyed that fender, headlight, bumper, all the way to the bumper grill. Hopefully the intercooler is okay. I'm surprised in some of these coolers. Sometimes they look all destroyed and they'll be fine, or some look totally fine and pinhole and leaking. So it's hard to say if the radiators are good or not. I'll pop it open. Shouldn't be any pressure. Yep, we got fluid in there. That's good. If you guys can see or not. So the radiators should be good, but just we don't know if it's going to build pressure. The intercooler's busted or not. So pretty cool. More of a budget build, but at the same time, plenty of power. Check out that double glass sunroof slash, I don't know, visor. Never sat in one of these before. Oh, look at that, guys. We got power. Cool. Not too bad. Oh yeah, starts right up. It actually sounds pretty healthy. It's got a low, deep growl. Don't know what happened there. Maybe something hit it. Pretty sweet. Leather seats, no airbags deployed. It does have a sunroof. No check engine lights, only 130,000 miles on it. Wow, not bad, Kia. Not bad at all. Like I said, that definitely sounds pretty good. Dual exhaust over there, bright orange. Like I said, our fender is damaged, but it's still not too bad, even with those gaps. Need a hood, fender, bumper, headlight. Hopefully not too much got destroyed inside. This is nice. I don't see these on the road all the time. Shoot, not bad. So kind of a high mileage vehicle, but still sounds very strong, I would say. For a good budget build, probably pick it up for what, $3,000–$4,000 and get it back on the road for another 2–3 grand tops, I would say, and you're nice. Pretty sweet. I like it. All right, everybody, moving right along. We got ourselves a nice turbo diesel Nissan Titan, and this one's a 2019. Pretty sweet. We actually have our old shop truck diesel Titan, that engine locked up, so we have parts. Either we take this engine, put it over there, or put our front end parts over here, because surprisingly, parts are super expensive. That engine alone is going for like 8 grand, so it's pretty crazy. So maybe I'll do a little swaparoo and fix what we have and get this one back on the road. Not too bad on this side at all. This one looks really nice. Backup sensors, backup camera, Titan XD 4x4. I mean, we enjoyed ours while it lasted, but maybe it was deleted and something happened with the engine. Something. Beautiful, no airbags deployed. This is very nice. It's probably still gonna go for a pretty penny, but who knows, maybe it won't be so bad and we'll pick ourselves up one to fix and use what we have, because I can't even sell it for nothing. I see like 3 or 4 posts going for 2–3 grand. People have locked up engines and they're just letting them go. Wow, this is really clean. Very clean. I would say so. Nice. Hesitated a second there, but that's okay. Definitely want to pop the hood, see if it's deleted, see what's done to the engine work, but overall not bad. Check engine light is on. 84,000 miles on it. For a diesel, isn't too bad. Sounds healthy. It's revving up already by itself, maybe doing like a regen kind of thing, but it's nice. Let's see if we pop that hood open. All right, guys, it does not look deleted. All the DEF system's still there. Nice. Not too bad at all. The frame looks okay. Little buckle over there. Cooler looks good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Front hood still salvageable. Looks like this log got bent out of shape or they took it off. This one did get pushed in a little bit. But these gaps are good. Nice. And there's the old parts right there. Front grille doesn't look too bad, honestly. Front bumper isn't completely mangled. That's nice. So right there a little bit in the passenger side, but you still have the other hardware pieces, sensors, things like that. So that's nice. This isn't bad at all. We'll see what the final ticket price is, how much it goes for. If somebody wants it more than we do, that's okay, but this is nice. Not even bad. And here we go, guys. Next ticket item on our list that we want to check out is this Cybertruck. Man, they're still so different looking. I mean, look at that giant windshield wiper. Just one big old blade. Definitely a head turner. So this one, let's see the damage. Try to figure out why exactly is it here. Body panels are looking good. Not bad. So somebody started taking off the wrap a little bit, but doesn't make any sense why it's here at the insurance auction. It says minor dents and scratches, so nothing major kind of thing. Yeah. Whenever it's got keys, should be able to open it up. Oh, it's a buy it now price for $72,000. It played already 5 times, I believe, or 6 times. Hasn't sold yet, but I guess they're trying to get $72K out of this. Dang, that's crazy. Nothing? Oh man. Current bid for this guy is $7,000, which obviously it's going to go for a lot more than that. It says it has keys here, but I don't know. Maybe then saw the office or something like that, which happens too sometimes with the higher end vehicles. They keep the keys inside, which I don't blame them. Pretty cool. It's still interesting why it's here and what happened. Somebody just gave up on it kind of thing, but it's crazy. It's just stainless steel panels. So I guess if you get a wreck, you could just replace a panel or something and be good to go. More of a slick, I mean, look at the body lines and stuff. Nothing really happened, but that's just the way it is. Just a piece of stainless put on top. Crazy. I don't know why it's worth $72,000, but I don't know. Definitely an eye catcher for sure. You see them going down the road. The kids are always like, ooh, Cybertruck, Cybertruck. It's pretty cool. I don't see anything really wrong with it. And like I said, it's playing soon. And who knows? They want at least $70,000 for it. That's crazy. All right, guys, that's a wrap for this small adventure that we went on over here in Colombia, checking out the more expensive vehicles. Which one's your favorite? If I had to pick one, I'd definitely go for that Audi R8. Very nice. And even that Kia is not that bad, honestly, for, you know, a little daily driver kind of thing. That'd be kind of fun. But which one was your favorite? Leave some comments down below, guys. Would you spend the money and splurge and get the Cybertruck, or would you go for the R8? I don't know. It's up to you. You know, that's all available kind of thing. But thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button, and we'll catch you next time.